Welcome to the stream. My name is Jose. I'm a young Kendo, and today we're gonna be doing Suburi together. So hopefully you enjoy that. Let me know if you're here so I can say hello back, and let me just get myself situated. Just real quick, making sure that everything. Hopefully the sound is okay. Happy New Year's, by the way, to everybody that it's here. Hope you had a good festivities and you're ready to start training again if you took a pause. And if you didn't, well, awesome, that's good for you. So what I wanted to do today, normally at my dojo, what we do the first class of the year is that we do 1,000 Suburi, and that's a tradition that I've done it for several years already. So I kind of wanted to just kind of keep that going. Let me just put this light here. I got something in my... Okay, so I kind of wanted to keep that tradition going, and for me it's kind of like a representation of going back to basics, you know, always like going back and breaking down and studying the basics. I think that's important, and I think I'm gonna make a video specifically about that. I think that'll be interesting. But anyway, so that's what we're doing today. That's the schedule for today, 1,000 Suburi. So normally at the dojo, we normally either do 2 sets of 500 or 4 sets of 250, just because I don't want to make it so repetitive for the stream. And you know, if you have any questions or any comments, oh my god, this light is like messing with me. Okay, so if you have any comments, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do sets of 100, and that way, you know, if you have any questions, I can answer them for you. It will also won't be, I guess, too demanding if you haven't really done 1,000 Suburis in a long time, or if you want to take a little bit of a break. It's better to do good form than just do Suburi sloppy, so on. Also because I think that when you do few repetitions, I guess you can focus on one thing for longer. I think it's a great exercise kind of to do a big bulk of Suburi and kind of make sure that you always focus and concentrated, but I think also doing shorter sets, it's beneficial as well. So we're gonna do 100 Suburi sets. Guess we're gonna do 10 of those. And if you have any questions along the way, just let me know. If you have any comments, just let me know. Just put them out there, and I'll answer between sets. Okay. Just gonna give a couple minutes for people to join in, so we don't take people to, they start joining late. Normally, what I like to say for people at the dojo or when I'm doing like online classes and stuff like that is that warm up before the Suburi, because I don't really think of Suburi as a warm up. I see it more of a study. It's a time for us to kind of like, if we haven't practiced, in a few days, kind of like to get the body get used to back on the motions and the synchronization. It's definitely a good warm up as well, but I think there's a little bit more than that. It goes into the fact that you can study, or you can like review, let's say that, specific motions like tenouchi, your left leg, your right leg, your hips, your core being engaged. So I think all those things, if you already warm up, you can pay more attention to Suburi as a study itself rather than just kind of like a warm up. Okay, I guess it could be a warm up too, but ideally you want to be warmed up and use Suburi as a study. So yeah, if you're here, take a time to a little bit like stretch your joints, stretch your Achilles, your shoulders. Okay. Few things that I kind of want to put in your head as we do this is that I want to avoid doing what I call bouncing Suburi, which is like Suburi that kind of looks like this. Hold on, I like this. Kind of looks like this. So, right, where there's not really a cut. I'm not cutting. I'm just more or less like letting the shinai go down, and as it goes down, I'm already ready to go back up. So I'm already like slowing it down, and then by the moment of the end, I'm already kind of like pulling it back up. That's really bad. You want to avoid that. You want to make sure that you do the Suburi where you're not using your bicep to bring your source up. It's going to be your shoulders. It's going to be your tenouchi with your left hand, with your left arm. The right hand follows the shinai, but it doesn't pull it. Okay, you want to avoid that. So that's what we're gonna keep in mind when we're doing Suburi today. Again, we're gonna do 10 sets of 100. I see some people like joining in, so I'm just kind of reviewing. We're gonna do 10 sets of 100. We're gonna do 1,000 Suburi. I'm gonna keep it short, just if you have any questions, I can read them between the sets. The other thing that I wanna make sure that we do in each set is try to focus on one thing at a time. So we're gonna have 10 opportunities to focus on 10 different things if you want to, but as we do each set, focus on one thing. So if you're working on your left leg, bringing your left leg quicker, for that one set, just work on that. If you're working on your tenouchi, for that one set, use tenouchi, and so on, okay? I think, for me, that's been very beneficial. So anyways, just gonna give it like 2 more minutes, that's it, and 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna start it. Just, 7:05, I think, that'll be fashionably late. So that way, if anybody joins in, they can catch up with us. Won't have to, like not know what's going on. But anyways, hope everybody had a good New Year's. Let me know you're here, by the way, just so I know who's here and I can say hello, and I can, be mindful that you might have any questions, so I can see it. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. That'll be awesome. I'll be glad to answer that for you. So, if you also could have some water handy for you. I realize I have tea as well, but the water is definitely, want to have water with you. That'll be awesome. Anyways, and if you're here, I don't know if you've seen the Christmas video or the Christmas/New Year's video that I posted this week in my channel. It was a good music video. Hope if you watched it that you enjoyed it, and if you haven't watched it, please go watch it, because I have a few guests in the video, and it was a lot of work to make that video, especially because I didn't kind of know what I was getting myself into. So, but the plan is to keep doing more of those, and I know now better what I need to do and how to give like the instructions for what I want in order to get the results that I want. So that'll be awesome. Anyways, again, as I said, I think stretching your shoulders is a great thing. Before I started going live, I was doing a little bit of stretching for my legs and warming up a little bit, but you should be good. So I'm gonna start with the first set. The first set of 100. I'm not gonna lie, I suck at counting when I'm doing long runs, so I may end up doing more, but let's go. Okay. So we're gonna start from Kendo. Okay, I'm gonna change the camera real quick. Okay, one thing we want to make sure before we start, check your kamae, your weight, mostly in your left leg, but with a forward momentum. Your left hand in front of your body in your middle line, about a fist away from your body. The hands on top of the shinai, not on the sides. Okay, on top of the shinai. I guess you can probably see it like this better. I don't know. Anyways, hands up with the shinai, and shoulders. Pull the shoulders back and down. Good, natural position. Okay, hip engaged. Don't allow your back to kind of open up like this. Make sure your hip is engaged to go forward. So I'm gonna start it. So, kamete, guess probably this will be better. Hanme, etch, ni, so, ship, go, look, such, hot, come, jump, etch, ni, so, ship, go, look, such, hot, come, mid you, etch, ni, so, ship, go, look, such, hatch, come, sanju, it's, ni, so, ship, go, look, such, hatch, come, sanju, it's, ni, so, ship, go, look, such, hatch, come, don't you? It's He. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Good. Go. It's. He. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Good. Yeah. It's. He. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Good. Here. It's. He. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Good. On you. It's. He. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Good. On you. It's. He. Up. G. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Good. On you. It's. Knee. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Good. Hold you. Amen. Yeah, so I cannot, especially when I'm looking at the screen, I kind of like lose count a lot, I think, because I'm looking at a lot of stuff that's going on here, and it's a pain. But on this last set, what I mainly focused on was having a good extension on my arms. I want to avoid, want to make sure, even though I'm using a short shinai, right, that my tip is as extended as possible and I have a good reach instead of kind of like ending up with my arms too close to my body or maybe my tip looking up. So that's what I was focused on that first set. So set one down, let me just write it down so I don't forget. Oh, what happened? Okay, I moved the camera for some reason. Okay. So one, done. And my light keeps falling. I need to find a better setup for this light. Anyways. Okay. So that took us maybe like 3 minutes, maybe, or maybe like 5 minutes. Not. I'll time the next one. And the only reason why I'm saying it is because a lot of times, I guess we don't do Suburi at home because we think, oh, 1,000 Suburi or maybe 100 Suburi or 200 Suburi is going to be too long or too much. And no, I mean, we can do this pretty quick and pretty easy, right? Anyways, second set. Right there. Amen. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Touch. Hutch. Cup. Jump. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Need you. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Send you. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Join you. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Yeah. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Yeah. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Need you. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Send you. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Join you. It's me. Stop. Ship. Go. Look. Switch. Hutch. Cup. Stop. Okay, so second set. Okay, we do 2 sets On this one, I guess my goal was a little bit more on my feet, snapping my feet forward and backwards quicker, and making sure that on my way back, my right foot was not doing this, okay? I wanted to avoid, ended up pushing with the heel and dragging it. I want to push back with my right leg on the way back. So be that, push, push, okay? Anyways, so that was second set. I don't know if breaking it into 10 sets of 100 makes it harder than doing just 4 sets of 250. Or maybe in 2 sets of 500. I think that definitely probably easier than 2 sets of 500. But I don't know, I feel because I'm making it longer, it's not necessarily more difficult, but I guess more tedious, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, that last set took us about 3 minutes. So yeah, it's not bad, right? What I'm doing too is I'm also doing a little bit of a pause between each suburi. That way we avoid that bouncing suburi that I was talking at the beginning, right? We want to avoid that, we want to make good cuts on each of them. So that may be a little bit of I'm not even gonna say like a toll, but it's definitely gonna give you a little bit more feeling on your shoulders, because you have to hold the position for a little bit. So if you have any muscle soreness, maybe because of that, also because you're using your shoulders in the right way, but ideally you want to do that, teach your muscles to work properly, right? Instead of just using your biceps to bring the shoulder up. Anyways, enough chit chat. Set number 3. Okay. It's hit, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cut, chip, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cut, major, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cut, sanju, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cut, sanju, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cut, sanju, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, kip, sanju, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, kip, chip, it's hey, stop, chip, hop, look, sit, hutch, kip, chip, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, kip, major, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, kip, sanju, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, kip, sanju, it's hey, stop, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, kip, stop. Okay, switching up camera. On this set, which was the third set, let me write it down so I don't forget it. I was focusing a lot more on raising my arms above my head. Want to avoid opening up my elbows, okay? So that was my focus on this one. Hey Aisha, hello, how's it going? Are you doing Suburi? I think it's pretty late for you, so you're probably just watching the stream. So thank you for passing by and saying hello. What I'm doing here today, I'm doing a thousand Suburi, kind of tradition that we do at the dojo where I practice, and I just kind of wanted to just keep that going here. So yeah. So what I'm doing, I'm breaking it down in 10 sets. to kind of give an opportunity not only to kind of like answer questions and say stuff to people, but also to go and focus on one thing at a time on every set. So that's kind of going back and forth saying I was focusing on this set, and it's okay to focus on the same thing in several sets. That's fine. I'm not really gonna do that, but I'm just sharing a little bit of my focus on each set. But thank you for joining in, and you know, if you have any comments, if you see anything from my Suburi, please let me know. That will be awesome. Anyways, fourth set. Oh, I also said that I miscount a lot, especially when I'm looking at the screen. I kind of like start thinking of different things, and yeah. Anyways, fourth set, 100 Suburi. So like that. I make H. Ni, so, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cup, jump, H, ni, so, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cup, ni, ju, H, ni, so, chip, go, look, sit, hutch, cup, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, cup, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, cup, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look, sit, hutch, cup, jump, itch, knee, stop, sit, go, look, sit, hutch, cup, knee, itch, knee, stop, sit, go, look, sit, hutch, cup, 30, itch, ni, so, she, go, look, sit, hutch, cup, 40, H, ni, so, sit, go, look, sit, hutch, cup, stop. Okay. On this one specifically, I was focusing on that extension again with good tenouchi at the end, okay? I was trying to make sure that I had a good extension, good height on my arms, and a good cut. Now, as I was doing this, there's something, oh, let me write down that. We just did that set. Okay. As I was doing this, it's kind of made me, remind me of something that a lot of times people, when we do this practice, they end up getting like blisters on their hands and so on. I think, of course, we might get blisters regardless of, because repetition, but a lot of times it ends up being because sweat and improper grip, okay? Because for me, specifically, when I used to get a lot of blisters was because I was getting a lot of rubbing by motion here of the shinai, where if I have proper grip, my sword is not really moving so much out of the hand. It has flexibility, right? But it's moving, how do I say this, like within the same spot of my hand. I'm not allowing it to kind of like rub around my hand so much. And so if you tend to have like a looser grip, I think you probably get more blisters that way. And of course, as we do more, we start getting sweaty and sweaty and sweaty, so it's going to be easier. So try to dry your hands in between the sets as much as possible. That has been things that helped me avoid the blisters during this type of sessions, okay? I don't know if you have any other different tips, please let me know. Anyways, fifth set of 100. Okay, so almost halfway there. Mate. Hajime. 1, 2, 3, go, look, sit, hatch, go, jump, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, need you, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, don't you, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, don't you, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, yeah, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, yeah, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, need you, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, don't you, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, don't you, it's, hey, stop, shit, go, look, sit, hatch, go, stop. Okay, so 5th set of 100, and let me switch the camera real quick. So 5th set of 100. That makes a 500 with halfway point. I really suck at this counting, and even as I'm going, and as I'm counting like so many, I'm thinking like, did I pass this number? Did I pass something? Like whatever. So I get mixed up a lot. So I'm sorry for that. Anyways, so what I was thinking now is to kind of make a little bit of diversity. I'm gonna do side men, right? So cutting right, cutting left, cutting right, cutting left. You don't have to do it. You can still do forward and backwards, but I'm going to just change it up a little bit to right and left cut. Okay, so halfway point, 6th set of 100. There. Ahí H, knee, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cup, jump, H, knee, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cup, knee, H, knee, stop, hey, go, look, sit, hatch, cut, 30, H, knee, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cut, 30, H, knee, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cut, 30, H, knee, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cup, jump, H, knee, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cup, knee, H, knee, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cup, 30, H, hey, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cup, don't you, H, hey, stop, ship, go, look, sit, hatch, cup, stop. Okay. Ooh, I'm sweating. Okay. Write down the set. We're at 600. What I'm gonna do for the last one, yeah, probably for the last one, we can do high Suburi for the last 100. So we have 3 more sets of just regular Suburi, and then high Suburi. Ideally, when you're doing this type of Suburi, it's really easy. The more we do, to start letting your shoulders drop, your arms drop, your shinai hit lower, not really with the same intensity, with the same snap. There's one thing that I always try to keep in mind when I'm doing Suburi, especially when I'm doing long Suburi, is that every Suburi better from the one before. Okay? So even though I'm trying to do my best Suburi, on each Suburi, I'm trying to make sure that my next Suburi, I'm building up from the one I just did, rather than, okay, I'm slowing down my energy, this is not going to be too long, right? But you want to make sure, ideally, to make sure that you have good Suburi, good cuts on every single strike. Okay, so we did 600, we're going for 7 now. Okay, there. Hey, stop, ship, go, duck, switch, hutch, cup, jump, hey, stop, ship, go, duck, switch, hutch, cup, hey, hey, stop, ship, go, duck, switch, hutch, cup, 30, hit, hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, hit, hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, hit, hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, it's hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 20, it's hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 30, it's hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 20, it's hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, stop. Okay, 700. Hopefully this is not too hard for anybody to follow along all of them through. We're doing the pulses together, but if you're having pain, if you're having any type of bother in your body, please stop. Don't injure yourself, especially like in your joints, like in your wrist, elbow, your heel, your Achilles, and stuff like that. Want to make sure you're healthy. And if you have any anecdotes and experiences doing this type of drills, this type of exercises, please share them. Let me know. How often does your dojo do like 1,000 Suburi, or maybe like a big bulk of Suburi in one practice? Or is that something that gets done at your dojo? Yeah, let me know. Anyways, so we've done 700 so far. We're going for 800. Okay. There. 始め。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、1、2、3、4、5、 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So okay, almost done, almost done. So we're up to 800. If you need to take a little water break, that'll be nice. First you have a tenagu plus here. I know, it's fine. One of the things that I was thinking about this last set is that as we go on doing more and more Suburi, start getting a little bit tired, maybe start getting a little bit lazy on your Suburi. This tends to happen. A lot of people, hold on, let me switch this up here. A lot of people tend to do this, where the right hand kind of like starts dropping a little bit. You want it to have a good supportive swing, right? You want to use both arms on the way up and on the way down. Not necessarily to pull or push with the right arm, but the right arm shouldn't just get lazy, because if you do this and then you drop the sword, then the angle of cut is going to be way different, right? Let me just maybe get this angle probably. If you do this, you link this, the angle of cut ends up being like this, right? Where you have to do like this. You want to have it here so you can go out. I'll probably make a video on that. That's an interesting point that I didn't think about. I kind of mentioned it in one of my previous videos about the swing, but that's, I think, it's a good point to talk about to avoid improper cuts. Okay, so 900. This is the last set before high Suburi, okay? So, like that. 始め、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、20、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、30、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、40、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、50、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、 hach, cup, jump, edge, hey, so, ship, go, hook, switch, hach, cup, need you, edge, hey, so, ship, go, hook, switch, hach, cup, sanju, edge, hey, so, ship, go, hook, switch, hach, cup, donju, edge, hey, so, ship, go, hook, switch, hach, cup, stop. Okay, so on this one, I was focusing on making sure that my arms were good above my head and hitting with extension. Okay, so I'm not saying that I was focusing on two things. I was focusing on from here, getting a good extension, getting a good swing, avoiding that last cut that I was talking about that kind of goes like this, right? 1, 2, straight out. I didn't stretch that one last one because of this, right? But you know, I think you know what I mean. But that's the point. So we made it to 900. Last set. Suburi. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit faster paced. That being said, because it's going to be faster paced, please be very mindful on not using your right arm to pull or push. Pull or push. Left hand, left hand, left hand. Arms has to do with the shoulders. Do more of your shoulders rather than this motion. Okay? You want to do this motion. Okay? Last set. 100. If you have the space, you can do a little bit of Suriashi on the last one. So we're going to do 100, and 101 is going to be the follow through. If you don't have the space, like I don't, you know, it's okay if you do one hit, maybe 1, 2 steps, and turn on, come on. Okay? That should be fine. And hopefully I don't break anything. Okay. Are you ready? Itch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, jump, itch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, need you, itch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, sanju, hitch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, donju, hitch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, oju, itch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, doju, itch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, jump, itch, hey, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, need you, itch, knee, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, sanju, itch, knee, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, don't you, itch, knee, stop, ship, go, hook, switch, hutch, cup, here, right. Everybody, right there. So to here. Go. Meto. Are you stop? Well, I'm gonna say thank you very much for everybody that passed by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, got sweat in my eyes. Anyways, I really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions or any questions, please let me know. I'm always opening. What do you guys think about these Suburi sessions? I hope you enjoy them. I hope you find them useful. And if there's anything else I can do just to help you grow in your Kendo, and if you can help me grow my Kendo, please let me know. Remember, I'm streaming Sundays at 3:30 p.m. and on Wednesdays, Suburi sessions at 7 p.m. I'm trying to come up with a weekend video. I mean, a week video, a video every week. So you know what I mean. And that way you get more content on Kendo, and we can all grow together in Kendo. If you have any questions, you can contact me through here or Instagram. And well, thank you very much, and I hope you have a good. I hope you have a good rest of your night. And well, yeah, Happy New Year's, and I'll see you hopefully on Sunday. Have a good one.